Hi guys, I'm RagecageRN with HOWLA Esports here to give you a quick recap of the action you likely slept through that was going down in Korea's Overwatch League Apex Season 3 this last week. With Group Stage 1 winding to a close, we are coming down to a few do-or-die scenarios for these teams. This week, we had a few close matches and a few very one-sided clown fiestas. But let's go ahead and get started with Lunatic High versus Rogue. Lunatic High showed us exactly why they're the champions. This roster is stacked with individual talent, but they continue to show us some of the most incredible synergy and coordination of any team in the league. Take a look at this hold in overtime on Hollywood to prevent Rogue from establishing a final push. Eska and Miro's synchronized dive set up Who Are You in Zumba for a smooth 5-to-1 man trade, preventing the payload from reaching the final point, and dealing a demoralizing blow to Rogue to go up 2-0 in the series. On Hanamura, the same coordination followed Rujay Hung's beautiful honest sleep darts to capture both points with some beautifully executed team fights. And finally, Miro showed us why he's the best Winston in Korea, isolating AKM and shutting his soldier down to facilitate the hold in overtime to dash Rogue's hopes at securing a spot in Group Stage 2. Lunatic High sweeps over Rogue 3-0. Moving on to Group B, in the very close match between Runaway and X6. It was do or die for both of these teams, as the winner would advance to Group Stage 2 and the loser would possibly face relegation pending the results of Week 6 game in this group. X6, as the winner of both Challenger Season 2 and the promotional series, came into this season looking strong, and they carried that over well in this game. Runaway seemed to have it together with a coordinated performance and some classic Haksal Genji play to inch out a cap over X6 and win the control round. X6 was able to pull out a victory on one of Runaway's more favored maps, though, Eichenwald, thanks to a clutch team effort to push Runaway off the payload in overtime to prevent a 2-point round. Bebe showed us how to play Sombra to shut down a Genji on Anubis, with some excellent focus to prevent Haksal from really popping off and ultimately preventing the point cap. Then for the round win, Godspeed flexed his Beyblade skills and positioning with an absolutely beautiful Death Blossom for a quadra-kill and ultimately the point cap to win the match. Then Godspeed Khaled gets another one on Soldier with an incredible clutch tack visor to keep the hold on Dorado to 1 point, setting X6 up for an easy push to win the series and eliminate the returning finalists from Group Stage 2. X6 pulled out the reverse sweep, ending the series 3-1. In Group C, we had the match between Luxury Watch Blue and Flash Lux, and this match wasn't even close. As Flash Lux's last-ditch effort to stay out of the relegation series, they failed to perform and allowed LW Blue to tilt them off the face of the planet. Take a look at this beautiful hold and cleanup by Flower and Savioble on the side of LW Blue on Kings Row. This coordination was mimicked all match by LW Blue, and Flash Lux just failed to outperform at every possible point. This was a very handed victory for LW Blue, 3-0 on the series. Finally, in Group D, we had the match between Envious and BK Stars. In one of the easier groups, Envious went into this game in a favorable position, needing this victory to continue a winning streak and secure a spot in Group Stage 2. To call this match one-sided is a bit of an overstatement, but save a few pushes in the control round and a very hilariously back-and-forth round on Hanamura, BK failed to show up. The real shining star of this game was Taimu. Taimu consistently performed on multiple heroes, with many of the key moments in the series coming on the back of Taimu's incredible plays, including these beautiful Sombra EMPs, and an incredible run on Widowmaker for the cap and victory on Hanamura. Envious 3-0'd BK Stars, securing their spot in Group Stage 2. Next week, we will see if Kongdoo Panthera can clutch the final win over Mighty Angels of Death to secure their spot in Group Stage 2 and prevent a tie with Rogue. Kongdoo Unsia has one last shot to keep themselves out of relegations by trying to win out over Afrika Freaks Blue, who have yet to give up a map this season. In Group C, Conbox Spirit and MVP Space will fight for the second spot in Group Stage 2. And finally, Season 2 playoff contenders Meta Athena will play the underperforming Rhinos Gaming Wings in order to secure their spot in Group Stage 2. But if they fail, it will mean a three-way tie between Meta Athena, Rhinos Gaming Wings, and BK Stars. Check these games out live on June 2nd and June 6th, 6 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and you can find the link for the Twitch stream in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and put your predictions for next week's games in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'm RagecageRN, and join us next week for the weekly Apex recap here at HOWLA, the center of esports.